Welcome to Super Soul Sisters. My name is Jamila Oluka and you're watching us here live on UBC TV Inspiring Uganda. First of all, I want to welcome all of you to 2025. Let's pray that it's going to be a beautiful year. I'm so excited for the Super Soul Sisters. I'm also so excited for UBC as a team because I know that every year comes with the new challenges, new opportunities, and better broadcast. So today we brought for you a very, very important person who was one of the contestants of Super Soul Sisters' most inspiring story in 2024, and she merged one of the best, and she got the title of UBC Ambassador Super Soul Sisters 2024. So I'm so excited actually because it's very nice to work with young people. They bring for us new fresh ideas and also they bring a lot of vibe. When you're working with young people, it kind of makes yourself feel a bit younger and also vibrant, and that's why today we're like, let's start the year with some vibrancy. Let us start a year with some energy. And today in studio we are here with Tricia. Tricia, you're most welcome to Super Soul Sisters.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again. It's like as if it was like yesterday.
I know, right?
So how was that holiday?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy Christmas?
Very.
Where did you go to?
I went to Chankwanzi.
You went to Chankwanzi?
Yeah.
Not for chakam, eh? Just to enjoy Christmas?
Yeah.
So what did you do like during Christmas time?
During Christmas, I cooked. I engaged in cooking. And we also moved around, greeted some elders around the village. Yeah.
So what did you cook? Because you said you moved around cooking.
Yeah, I cooked meat, chicken, and liver. And
those are things you cook in Kampala.
Yeah, we had to bring the new innovations still in village.
What about katukuma?
Yeah, it was there like local food.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What about enshabwe?
Even Eshawe, that is a must.
That's a must?
Yeah.
And it's one of your favorite?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So now, since you said Eshawe is one of your interesting sauce, I want to take you back to when Tricia was young. Okay, you are still young, but before now.
Yeah.
Yes, before now. So where were you born and where did you grow up from until you reached now? Because I know you're still young.
Yeah, I was born at Mayanja Memorial Hospital. It's found in Barara. And we shifted to Kampala, and then I went to Colors Nursery School. After I went to St. Catherine Primary School, where St. Catherine Primary School I held the post of being the assistant head monitor in P3. But then I won as the head monitor, the full head monitor, but then the administration said, she's too young. She can't manage to be the head, P3, imagine. So they made me the assistant. Going to P4, I became the academic prefect. P5, I became the sanitary prefect at Edina School, Chevando. And then P6, I became the head prefect at New Bright Angels Primary School.
So how many schools did you go to?
I ever changed schools, but then though I could bear the situation. Yeah, so then senior 1, I was on the information desk as the information prefect. Senior 2, I was the chief judge because we have the principal judge and then the full judge.
So what does the judge do? Because you say that it is time for you to have this and then they give you a sentence or something. What do you do as a judge at school?
At school, as a judge, of course, we have the disciplinary committee. So we always have indisciplined cases. In case of any indisciplined cases, the disciplinary committee is among, and then the chief judge is one that heads it.
So what would you do as a chief judge? First, walk me through that.
Okay. So as a chief judge, when they bring you to the DC, of course, we humble you. We listen to both sides as a committee, then judge accordingly. Because at our school, we don't accept corporal punishments. So we find better ways of serving you. Maybe we tell you to clean the kitchen, maybe to clean the toilet, sort of simple things. But then if you continue being indisciplined, we send you to the higher DC, like the teachers committee. And we recommend you to be maybe suspended or expelled, depending.
Wow. So your school already had leadership skills, like they used to teach you leadership skills. Now, let me ask you, and Trish, be very open.
Yeah.
Have you ever been judging and then you find that your friend is a culprit? And what did you do about it?
Yeah. Actually, it was my fellow prefect on our cabinet. She came and told us, you know what, the students have embarrassed me so much at the kitchen. What I've been there, and I told him to go back behind. He refused. So I was like, what's wrong? So it was a group of Northerners. So we brought them to the DC there, and then because she overpressurized us, she was like, if you don't work upon me, then leave me act. So we were there, and then it was even evening. We sat as the DC.
So this committee of yours, when something happens, let's say it has happened now, it is very urgent, you call.
Yeah,
all of you come together at that very time and then have a convenience and then,
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So then reaching there, listening to both sides, we found when our prefect is the one at fault. Because even the people that were, how should I call them?
The students.
The witnesses.
The students who were there.
Yeah, they all said it was her fault. So we ended up getting embarrassed. Though she even, I was almost being beaten up because of her. Because they were like, we didn't do anything. Remember, there were Northerners. And those guys are tough. And he was a big boy. So he was like, I didn't do anything. So what are you going to do? He started those things. He was almost beating me up because of that girl. But then we sorted them out. And then after the other guys leaving, we cancelled our prefect.
Didn't you give her punishment?
No, we tried to give her some rank. Since she's a prefect, we didn't want to overlower her. But what we did, we cancelled her. Maybe if it was for the second time, then that would be there. Maybe we could have stopped her working maybe for 1 week or 2 weeks. Yeah, so that's how we faced him.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So that is the only time you got like face to face with someone, a conflict of interest, like you got face to face with someone that you know, and then you had to be a judge.
Yeah.
What about if have you ever been like in a situation where you hate the person already, and then they bring them, and then you have to judge, and you're very cruel or something? Did you ever experience that?
But to me, as for the leadership skills I've got, I've maybe experienced, I cannot judge maybe according to how I like that person or not. Because I don't judge I alone. We are a committee.
You were committee.
And not only that, I personally, I judge, I don't put in feelings. That's what I can say. Okay. Like, I don't put in feelings and be like, you know what, I hate that girl, so she has to face it. This and this, no. Unless when you've been committing that crime rapidly. So, of course, when you come back for the second time or third time, actually the third time, then there we shall be rough towards you.
Wow, interesting. So, that was, when did you hold that position? That was senior 3.
Senior 2.
Senior 2.
Yeah.
Now it's senior 3. Now you're going to senior 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. You still have a long way to go. But I'm so happy that you have started early to practice leadership and also to engage with the elderly people and also to get into the system early. It is very good. So now I want to take you back. I remember that day when you came for auditions, you were putting on your dress, and there were so many of you that we had to choose a few from the so many that came for auditions, and you were one of them because your story was a bit inspiring to us, because we picked stories that had good endings, stories that had a body. You know, story which has a body that you can get something out of it, and one of your story was good. So I want you to take me through, how did you hear about the Super Soul Sisters Most Inspiring Story pageant, and then how you even got the morale? What inspired you? Could you take us through all that?
Yeah, so I got that, I got to know about it, the auditions, via WhatsApp. Some groups, so they sent was it a banner?
Yes, it was an ad,
Yeah. So I was like, should I go? I shouldn't go. So I told Mom about it. She didn't give me the feedback there and then. Then when it reached that day, I still felt like, should I go? I was still debating on it. Should I go? I shouldn't. Should I go? I shouldn't. And then I told Mom, when I told Mom that morning, she was like, okay, fine, but you give me abrupt what? The thing is, you could have told me like yesterday at night. I was like, okay. So she brought me. She even waited for me. Reaching there, I was nervous.
But you didn't look nervous.
Yeah, I'm good at hiding the feelings. Yeah, so I was nervous, and then I was like, what are they going to ask me? Because remember, the room was a little bit closed.
Yeah,
so we didn't know what was there and what's going on. People are getting out. I'm like, And the next, okay, contestant number 5. Reaching there, I stood and felt like, will my story be inspiring or not? I reached inside. What I know that when you're somewhere, don't give yourself instructions. You wait.
Yeah.
So I waited. They told me come on stage. When I came on stage, I looked at them. They were all looking tough.
Did you mean those ladies were looking tough?
Yeah, they were looking serious.
To you?
Yeah, to me.
Was I looking serious?
No, for you, by the way, you were jolly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I get the flowers.
Yeah. So, reaching there, I told my story. They told me, go back and do what? A little bit, maybe phrase it again. So I went back for the second time. They said, yeah. So now put in feelings. I started putting in the feelings like that. Okay, I went on improving on it, the storytelling. So after there, then we went for that. They called us for the next time. No, we went in for voting. They told us we are going for voting 3 months. I was like, I think I'll win it. Bad luck. So reaching there, voting. I went home, I started mobilizing. And luckily, through the mobilizing, I oversent the link maybe rapidly. So they banned the WhatsApp number. When they banned it, I was like, now where am I going to start from? And for me, my mobilization was most on what?
Online.
Yeah. So I say, now what am I going to do? So I tried using people's phones around, like, okay, trying to remind them. But then still, I got another WhatsApp number, my mom's WhatsApp number. When I still used it, I did the same mistake. I tried creating a group. Then that group had many people. Like I added them all at a go. Again, they banned the WhatsApp number. So that is how I went on falling back. But when the voting started, I was in the first position. So I later went to the second position.
I remember we were following and we were like, it's very interesting how people vote. Today you see this person up, tomorrow you see this person low, but people voted.
Yeah. So they banned that WhatsApp. I fell down, actually said, I'm even tired of these things. I even first lost hope and I first settled and said, let me just leave these things. Maybe it's not my fate.
And you had a span period of 3 months.
Yeah. So then we went back to school. Reaching at school, everyone was like, Super Soul Sister, Super Soul Sister.
How were you feeling?
I was feeling a little bit...
Why? You're supposed
it's because everyone was overcalling my name and I hate overpraising me.
So you were getting this...
yeah, but then I later got used to it. I was like, yes, please. So they told me, tell us about Super Soul Sisters, what. I was like, okay, I'm going to tell you. Most especially the girls. They were so anxious to know about it. So
now when you go back to school, you go with your shash.
They have already started
Ubc Ambassador.
They have already started praising me, Ubc Ambassador. We are glad to have a friend of ours who's having such a position. What? Yes. Actually, they no longer call me Tricia or Natasha. They're always like, good morning, Ambassador.
Very interesting.
My dad is like, Ambassador, what are you telling me? Let's say I've called him. I'm like, Dad, this and this. Yes, Ambassador, what were you saying?
And you should embrace it. This is how you start. You never know where the doors will lead you, It's very soon, maybe at old age, when we are now old, you'll be there, our ambassador. I'm like, hello, Tricia, our ambassador. Maybe you'll be in the US or wherever, you don't know where the Lord will take you. Yeah. So tell me the story. So when you're at school, they're calling you Super Soul Sister.
And those guys were so supportive. I actually thank them so much. They were so supportive. They kept on supporting. Teachers at school were all voting me on a daily basis.
Wow.
Even the cooks, even the non-teaching staff, all of them. They were all voting me. Now, I reached a time and I felt like I was so behind. So I said, what am I going to do? We had a computer lab. Remember, most of the students, they don't accept phones at school.
Yeah.
So most of the students...
They go to the lab.
Yeah, and not only that, the phones they were using to vote are at home.
Yes.
So I talked to the head of studies. He was like, you know what? No, that is the school, whatever. So let's leave it. I was like... what am I going to do? When I talk, because I'm an ICT member, I do ICT. So when I talked to the teacher, our ICT teacher, he was like, no, it's very fine, it's very fine. I was like, oh, okay. What I did not tell him, I'm sorry, host, but we use the computers.
To be with your friends, eh?
Yeah, all of us.
Voting.
But our teacher accepted us, so even had Wi-Fi. So
wow.
I just created accounts using different phones, what, and then we voted on what?
Online.
On the computers. So they kept on pushing. They were like, so what are you going to gain? Everyone is like, what are you going to gain? What are you going to gain? I'm like, you can't even become an ambassador of something. Because I was already saying where I am. I was in, I think, the fifth position by then.
Yes.
But then I ended up in the 4th position. But then I was like, you can become the ambassador of some company. You can't fail to get any opportunity.
Yes, once you're here, yeah.
Yeah. So they were like, sure, yes. But most people were like, if I vote you, what am I going to get? If I vote you this and this and this.
Even
That was the thing. Even up to now, they're like, hey, you forgot us. Eh? I'm like,
the
no.
thing is, please, there is no money. There is no money if you're watching. We are not giving money. And that is what I think. Let us make it clear that we are not giving money. We are giving her opportunity. And by the way, she'll be coming to. We are reaching to that point where she'll be telling you exactly what she's going to be doing as our ambassador of UBC Super Soul Sisters, and what she's going to be doing for the young people and all the girls that are in Uganda. So so when after voting, and then you came for holidays?
When we came for holidays, I invited them for the grand finale. They were all like, yeah, I could make it, but I'm going to the village. What? I'm in the village. What? This and this.
Okay, before we reach to the grand finale.
Oh, the boot camp.
So you come for holidays. How, like when you came for holidays and then we informed you that now we are going to have a boot camp. What were your expectations of the boot camp?
My expectations for the boot camp, actually felt excited because I was like, I don't want to overstay home. Remember during the holidays, you stay home until, most especially this 3rd term holiday. I was like, I've got where to spend my time from. So it was an opportunity. Reaching the boot camp, the most part that was making me maybe tired of it was storytelling. Sharpening us. It was very hard for us to go straight. Like,
are you for real?
To summarize the stories like the way they wanted us to do it. I was like, okay. So whenever you come, you've tried to shorten it. Remember, since childhood up to now, you've tried to shorten it. They're like, go back and again summarize it. Okay. You go back. And also the emotional feelings. Like, we learned a lot from the boot camp. Emotional feelings, how to associate with others, and how to like take things maybe when you're in a group. Because we got to meet different people of different, maybe, how can I call it? Different
background.
Yeah. And okay, I got interest because we had our friends who are deaf and dumb.
Yeah. I saw you in the boot camp. You were seated next to Shadia. Not Shadia, Babiri.
Joan, yeah.
Yes, Joan.
Yes. So for me, I greeted her not knowing that she was dumb, because, yeah. So greeting her, she was like, hello, but not speaking. She used signs. I was like, hi. So even other people came on like that. So greeting her maybe made her feel like she's at home. So I asked her, what's your name? Now she realized that I didn't know that she doesn't speak. She wrote in her phone, so and so, this and this. I was like, oh, okay. But then deep inside me, I said, I have to learn sign language. Because these people are left out.
Yeah.
They are left out and they don't fit in society. So sign language should also be part in schools, because our friends are left out. Yeah. They are left out, they feel small. So I was like, I have to learn it. Because she tries to communicate, but you don't understand. Well, you forge things, you're like, this. But then I was like, yeah, I have to associate like all groups of people. That's what I was trying to say. But whether this one is this and this or this and this, you associate. Yeah. So we learned different things during the boot camp. We actually achieved much. We didn't waste our time because we learned many. There were like facial expressions, mind whatever setting, like how you're supposed to be when you feel maybe tired, when you feel stressed.
Relaxation exercises.
Yeah. So during the boot camp we learned a lot. We met different people.
How was your first day? Because I saw all of you came when you were so excited. By the end of the day, people are like this. So how was the first day?
First day we were excited. Now reaching there, I thought I'm going to die of hunger during the whole day. Reaching there, the first thing, breakfast at 10. I was like, this is going to work out well. Lunchtime, food. I was like, okay. The day is going on well. Dancing. Only that, remember, I'm not used to exercises. I'm a little bit fat. So during the exercises, I was like, am I going to manage this? I'm very tired.
When we told people to run around.
Yeah, they told us to run around. So I was very tired. I said, am I going to manage? They told us, walk like a woman of purpose. Walking like a woman of purpose.
I thought you had even forgotten that.
No, I can't forget. Walk like a woman of purpose. I first took the first position during the first time. We went. So I ended up in the second position. The next time they told us, then remember, by the time they told us to do it again, my body was tired. We have been doing regular exercises, what. So it was tired. I couldn't move that pace again like the other time. So I kept in the, I think, 7th position. Can you imagine? So we learned a lot. Like during that, we met different people, exciting people. I was like, oh, Mrs. Diana
So apart from the exercises and then the walking of purpose, what other thing interested you in the boot camp?
The other thing is that I met actresses, and it was also part of my passion when I was still young. I met actresses and I was like, I'm getting my... Mrs. Kahunde and Madame Sarah. So I made sure I get their contacts there and then. I didn't even wait, because I said, what if she doesn't come back tomorrow? Let me get it there and then. So I achieved a lot from the boot camp.
The resilient girl child, she's adored but neglected, a strong woman, mother and role model, beautifully, wonderfully made. She's an icon, she's a star, she's a woman, she's the girl we all want to see. She's an icon. She's a star.
And what would you tell someone who wants to go through Super Soul Sisters and has to go through the boot camp? What would you tell them?
What I would tell them is that they should actually bear with everything, and also learn how to associate with others, and respect everyone in his or her category, and then be confident, be straightforward, as in try to associate with others.
Balance.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Anyway, you are still watching Super Soul Sisters. Right now, we are going for a break, but we shall be right back.
She's an icon, she's a star, she's a woman, Mwana w'obuwala ayita mu bingi nnyo ddala, nakaba n'anyolwa, kati katumutendeke tumuwanirire paka waggulu ng'ayaka ayakane.
Welcome back. You are still watching Super Soul Sisters with me, Jamila Oluka here. And today we are focusing on the Super Soul Sisters' most inspiring story titles, like the lady who is here, the young girl who is here, Tricia, who is our ambassador of UBC TV. She has quite a lot that she's going to be doing for us here as Super Soul Sisters and our ambassador of UBC. She has a lot of stuff that she's preparing to share with the young people out there, and also people who are watching UBC now. Part of our mandate as UBC is to make sure that we inspire young people, and this is one of the initiatives that we decided to do as Super Soul Sisters, so that we inspire young girls to come out to showcase their talent. Tricia was picked as one of the girls who showed the potential of being a TV presenter, of being a reporter, of being a face on TV. And when we looked at her story, that has always been her dream. And we as Super Soul Sisters and UBC at large, we make sure that you achieve your dreams. So what we do is, when we identify talent, we nurture that talent. And that's why you see Tricia is here today. We're going to be nurturing her. She has passion for TV. She has passion of appearing on TV. And to me, already she's living her dream. She's in senior 4, but we know that right now she's going to be at school, but already she has programs that she has prepared that she's going to be showcasing here at UBC. And after senior 4, who knows, she might become one of our youngest employees of UBC TV. So Trish, you're most welcome again.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Very good.
Yeah, I know it's not a boot camp. It's not a boot camp because I remember in a boot camp, you guys would, when it will reach 5, you all will be so tired.
Yeah.
So now that you have, you've gone through the boot camp and then the finale, I want you to take me through that day after the boot camp. What were your expectations?
My expectations, actually didn't have much expectations because I felt like I can't judge myself. So after the boot camp, bad luck, everything messed up that night.
What happened?
All the clothings, everything messed up that night. That's what I can say. But then, God willingly, I made it at Nakasero in the morning. So we did all the activities, showcasing. But then when I showcased my talent, I felt calm with it. Like I believed in it.
What was your talent? Let me first remind us because people are watching.
Yeah, I showcased my talent as a TV presenter in field and in the studio.
Good afternoon, Ivory viewers. Thank you for tuning in Ivory TV Uganda Afternoon News. Before we go through the headlines, let me hand you over to my colleague Tricia in the field at Nakasero Primary School.
She's a woman.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Natasha. I'm reporting live at Nakasero Primary School, and my name is Tricia, and I'm reporting live at Nakasero Primary School. Here at Nakasero Primary School, we are having the Super Soul Sisters pageant happening live. And we have ladies with us. Can you imagine? They have inspiring stories, touching stories, amazing stories. But before we interview them, because I have a few of them with me. Before we interview them, let me hand you back to Natasha in the studio. Thank you so much, Tricia. We can't wait to hear the stories, the amazing stories. Let's go through the headlines. Thank you.
So I felt like, yeah, I'm calm with it and I believe in it. It will maybe take me to my road to success. So I did what? I believed in it. After, during that night, actually in the evening, when they started awarding, they gave us certificates. After certificates, they started choosing one. One. My heart started pumping at a higher rate.
But you guys look like you're not even scared.
Yeah, because, we are queens. We have to keep on the smile.
Be like a woman of purpose.
Yeah, woman of purpose. You have to calm yourself.
I get it.
Yeah, so we tried exercising the other relaxation exercises.
Skills, yeah.
Yeah, so I cooled down, but still, I'm like, how am I going to tell people out there that were voting me? How am I going to tell them that I didn't get anything? So they kept on reading one by one. Then here comes our PR of UBC. She came, but the other lady is so stylish, and a lady of the new generation. So she told them, no, put for me the best song. What was? She came one by one.
You didn't know you were the one?
I didn't know,
Wow.
I didn't know anything about it. Actually, didn't even expect it. So she came slowly. She first reached on someone, she went off. Rapidly, then abruptly, actually, not rapidly. Abruptly, she came and chose me. Though I didn't express it like maybe to overlaugh or maybe over smile, but I felt it at heart and I was excited.
Like, wow.
Yeah, I was so happy because actually it was perfectly for my dream and as in my passion as well.
Yeah.
So, but then people, my mom and other family, friends and members, they were all like, you know what? We were all just like, we don't know how we are going to go back home when someone has not got anything because I'm so emotional. So they were like, we don't know how we are. They were thinking, like they were saying, how are we going to pass through the road? When that person is angry, when that person is quiet, how are we going to go back home? Because I'm so emotional. So they all, it was a surprise for them. So they just moved and we went all the way home when I'm praising, like talking about what I've got. Like, I was like, I didn't expect it. Everyone was excited. My little sister was like, you know what? Me, I'd even started crying.
The other needs to come with you.
Yeah, Treasure. She said, you know what? I'd even started crying, saying that Tasha is not going to win anything. I don't know what are we going to do for her. I was like, no.
So when you won the ambassador, your mother was like, yeah.
Very, very happy because she put a lot in this thing. She put a lot. Remember, the other clothing is getting destroyed, still, and all the way from Matuga to Nakasero on a daily basis. Like, okay, she tried to, like, she benefited from it, though she didn't get something that is maybe earning what, but at least she saw her efforts.
Yes.
So she was very happy, very excited. Like, I even didn't know, like, she doesn't know how to express it. Yeah, so I thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much for your efforts.
So now, after you won, and then did you, okay, when after getting the sash for UBC Ambassador, what did you expect?
I expected very many things. I said, this is my opportunity to get a show on UBC. This is my opportunity to meet different people. Like, this is my opportunity to use this sash very well and to also embrace young people out there. Yeah, so I felt, I expected many things. Actually, I'm still even expecting many things. Yes. Yeah.
So now, when they announced the winner, whom did you think was going to win?
Actually, I expected Helen to be the winner.
Why?
It's because she was so good to everyone. Yeah. And she had almost all the qualities of being the Miss. Yeah. So I expected her to be, and actually congratulate her because she deserved it.
And who else did you expect apart from Helen? If it was not Helen, it was going to be you.
Me.
I knew. But I don't know, it is people who voted and then the judges made their own.
Yeah.
But anyway, I really thank all of you for supporting her, because I saw when they mentioned Helen, all of you people were happy.
Yeah, because we all knew what she was capable of.
And what she was going through.
Yeah.
Because really, Helen's story is so touching.
Very.
Like where she is right now and what she has persevered. And she's still a humble person.
Yeah.
She's humble. I saw most of you relating with her. So who was your best friend during the boot camp?
It was Nimaro Mary.
Nimaro, the lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer.
How did you guys click? Because I saw you with Joanne, and then...
Actually, I associated with everyone. Everyone was my best friend.
But you connected more with
Mary. Yeah, because even up to now, we are still talking and...
Wow. So that means in future, you'll be a famous... TV host, famous journalist, and she'll be your lawyer.
Yeah.
You see? All thanks to Super Soul Sisters. You see, that's the beauty of meeting people. When you sit at home, you can't meet people. Yeah. But I thank you for taking the initiative, first of all, to come for the auditions, because if you didn't take that step to come for auditions, you wouldn't be here today. Yeah. And also to go through the boot camp and then winning. But before we close the show, I want to know your experience after winning the UBC Ambassador when you went back home. How have you been? Like, how did people receive you? Take us through what you went through until now.
It was very, actually it is amazing. Everyone just likes it because they're all like, hey, wow, that's a very big role. That's a very big role.
And your neighbors?
My neighbors no longer call me my name. They're like Ambassador.
And they watch Super Soul Sister.
Yeah, every night.
Please tell them to watch you today.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah. So that means you've been enjoying and what? And what about now? Because you also said you're a social media sensation of somebody. Yeah. You I've seen your TikToks, and really you have quite a number of people there. So what do you do now in your TikTok since you're an ambassador? Do you wear the sash when you're doing your videos?
Actually, I respect this sash. Because my first account, my usual account, it is like it is usual as I've said it. So it is casual. So I don't use this sash on that account. But then I opened up an account of the UBC Ambassador. So actually I use the names UBC Ambassador, and then that's where I'm planning to post things that are related to this. Of course, I have to act professional.
Yes,
now.
our TV presenter, the famous Tisha, yeah. And actually, you're going to be there. I'm so happy that you have thought that way. Yeah. And now, what do you plan to do with us, UBC? You had come up with some ideas. Maybe you can share with us here.
Yeah, as an ambassador, first of all, I'll have to market our UBC programs. Most of them then. First of all, Super Soul Sisters, of
Maybe
course.
You can tell that to the people who are watching.
Yeah, so I've opened up an account on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, purposely for UBC, marketing as the UBC Ambassador. I have to market the programs, have to market everything that is new on UBC. So I've opened up an account. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X at the UBC Ambassador. So first of all, I have to put everything and people view it. Yeah, then I'm planning, and even the UBC team has promised to give me a show on UBC as the UBC ambassador, and I'll be showcasing talent show and creativity, and then I'll be also showcasing school tours and interviews through different schools, yeah, and then also empowering young voices. This platform that I've started, or maybe this generation, I have to empower the young voices out there. I have to empower them, give them a platform where they share their ideas and new things, because we are in a new generation, and these young people out there have very many new things that they have to tell us. They have to tell the world. So I'm creating this not purposely for me, but for the young people out there.
Wow, interesting. So that is Tricia for you. And you didn't tell us your full names. Because I know you somehow. I forgot to introduce you on camera, but you can tell us your full names.
Yeah, my
and the
name
schools
is...
that you go to and what you are, and then who you are as we end up the show.
Okay, my name is Natasha Tricia. I go to Peace Horizon High School. It's found in Bombo. And at Peace Horizon High School, in Senior 3, I've been the head prefect. So, and now I'm going to Senior 4, but God has still kept me with leadership, and I'm now the UBC ambassador. Yeah.
So that's how her portfolio is going to be moving. Like she's now a Super Soul sister. First of all, she came for Super Soul Sisters, and then now she became ambassador of UBC Super Soul Sisters, and she has quite a lot of things ahead of her. She's below 18. Not so?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still have a long way to go. Life has just started for you. Yeah. My advice is, just like Natasha has done, I encourage all young people, when you see an opportunity, do not just be on social media to watch TikTok. I had someone, one of my neighbors there, I had her over talking through her balcony, and the girl was like, there is nothing sweet like TikTok. I don't know even how people can get time to eat when there's TikTok, but my advice is use social media responsibly and look out for things that can change your life. Like the way Natasha did, Tricia just saw the ad from another WhatsApp group, and then she endeavored to come for the Super Soul Sisters. I remember her journey. She came very naive. Now she can speak in front of the camera. She can stand and talk to young people. She is actually living her dream already, because she has dreams of becoming a TV presenter, a TV reporter, and a senior journalist in this country. And those of you who are watching, follow her on her TikTok. You'll be looking out for UBC Ambassador. You'll see a lot of stuff that she's going to be doing for the young people and the young generation, and also the elderly people, because her role is not only to work with the young people, but to be a role model of UBC Ambassador, who's going to be quite tackling so many issues, especially using the medium of camera, audio, anything that she can use, as long as it reaches a wide audience. So you'll be seeing more of her on TV. Right now she's preparing to go to school, but you'll see more of her as we move forward. So I want to thank you again for supporting Natasha. Those who voted, the school, please encourage her to work hard, because she cannot achieve her dreams just by coming to TV. She has to work hard, first of all, get good grades, pass highly, go to university, get a paper, a degree, and then continue her studies. That's when she will get on top there, because we all know without education, you cannot, without papers, you cannot have a very high position, especially in government entities and also other places. So we will be nurturing her. She will be working with us as she moves towards, because she has a few years. In about 3-5 years, she will be fully a graduate from university, because you have 3 years and then 3 years at university, so about 6. But you can start working when you're at university, because as long as you work very hard, you go and pursue journalism, then you will be able to come and work with us. But for now, already she's going to be working with us as our young person. You never know, she might become one of the youngest employees of UBC so far, because she has the passion. So I encourage all of you to always take time to come. When you see an opportunity, go for it. So what is your last message to the people who are watching?
My last message to the people that are watching is that fall 7 times and stand up 8. That failure paves way for success. Whenever you fail, don't lose hope. Don't feel like maybe lost everything on earth. No, just know that your failure is just sweeping your road to success. Whenever you fall, just stand up and keep motivated, keep standing. You get it? Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just as Asha said, she says fall 7 times, stand up the 8th time. Success is never easy. It is a walkthrough. It is a journey that you have to meet obstacles, but that doesn't hinder you from looking forward and pursuing your dreams. Most of us get discouraged when we get hit. When we get hit, we fall down and we're like, oh my God, I'm not going to do it again. But when you stand up, you never know where that foot will take you, where that step will reach you. Many people have wanted to give up, including myself. So many people see us on TV, but you don't know the journey that we had to go through to appear here. Many people see people in offices, but they don't know their stories until you have walked through their path. That's when you know, oh my God, okay, this person has to go through this. So never give up, follow your dreams. The young person has said, so you who is mature, why wouldn't you take that as something that you need to take home? For now, I want to thank you again for watching UBC TV Super Soul Sisters. Remember, UBC Super Soul Sisters airs every Wednesday, 9 p.m. I repeat, on Friday, 11 a.m. And you can get us on YouTube. We are planning for Women's Day, and we shall be unveiling officially our Super Soul Sisters 2024 Most Inspiring Story, first, second, and the winner. So with that information, I want to thank you again. My name is Jamilo Luka. Keep watching UBC TV, Inspiring Uganda. Bye-bye.
She's a woman. Oh.
Did you know failure paves the way for success? Growing up, I was always passionate about performance. I would sing and recite scriptures in church, building my confidence and stage presence. Later, I pursued opportunities in TV presenting, social media, and film industry. But not everyone was supportive of my dream. My dad inclusive, telling me that, you know what, TV presenting, no, focus more on practical things. Because he believed that TV presenting was for only spoiled people. Despite all the challenges with rejection from a TV producer, having my phone stolen with 10,000 TikTok followers, can you imagine how I struggled to get them? And I felt so bad, but I had to move on because I knew that failure paves way for success, and it is like a broom. Whenever you fail, just know you're leading to your way for success. Yeah, thank you so much.
She's a woman. Oh. Tumuwanirire bakawa